from going to Barbados. Normally I live in Columbia, South Carolina, but I grew up in a little town called Atlas, Pennsylvania. Have you all heard of that?
No.
No? Okay. You've heard of Pennsylvania? Okay. Well, this town is really small. And it's really poor, or it used to be when I was there. We didn't really have phone lines, so if you want to talk to someone, you have to go to their house. So we played baseball outside, and that's pretty much all we did. We kind of like grew our own vegetables in our garden, and we didn't really have much money, so we kind of made our own clothes. So I feel rich for having this on, because this is really pretty. My mom could never make this. She was very good at making clothes, just not compared to factory work, right? So that's how I grew up. But then one day, my little town of Atlas got big. So what we did is we made this really big factory, and we made another factory, and then we made another factory. And before you knew it, my little town got big. People started coming to my town. We didn't start moving out like normal. My life changed that day. I could get food from the store and not from my garden. I could get clothes from a factory and not just from my mom. It's really cool. I went from simple time to a really complex time, and now today I'm like, I have this. I could have never imagined this when I was growing up. This isn't real. I didn't grow up like this. But this is how a lot of people grew up during the Industrial Revolution. They grew up with nothing. And then business exploded, and factories came, and people had jobs, and people could work, and cities got big. Picture just us living in a city. And then all of us, plus the classroom next door, plus the classroom next door, plus the classroom next door. They got big. The question I have for you, is how did the Industrial Revolution build on itself? I want you to think about this. With your note card, I want you to write down what is the greatest technology in today's times. So, we're going to talk about the Industrial Revolution today. First thing we're talking about is, what is a revolution? What's a revolution? What? War? Okay. What else is a revolution? Growing. Okay. What else can be a revolution?
It's kind of like evolving and getting better.
I would say that revolution means change. Revolution can come about because of war. Revolution can be an evolving way of thinking, but it's change. And why was the Industrial Revolution called that? Now that we know revolution means change, why was the Industrial Revolution called change?
Alright, so the next point.
Okay. What types of changes came about? Okay. Society changed because cities got big. Technology changed. Electricity came about. A lot of things changed all at once. When a lot of change happens all at once, it's called revolution. Now, it started around 1760 in England. Because England realized that they had a lot of resources, and they weren't doing anything with them. It's like sitting on a pile of Legos and not building anything with them. Just letting them sit there. I see Legos and I want to start building immediately. I want to make castles, I want to make towers. What? Never too much. And then it ended around 1840. But during that time, it started in England and it spread to North America, it spread to Eastern Europe, it spread to Africa, it spread all over. And that's also what added to it being a revolution. It's a great time of change. It didn't just start here and end here, it started here and ended there.
They now had a way
Now we get
to
types of
make
inventions for mass production.
now they wanted
So
to
this would be more like factory stuff. Do any of y'all remember Spinning Jenny?
trade across the seas and they could trade across the country.
Spinning Jenny? Okay. Spinning Jenny was a machine that separated cotton. Cotton gin, that's another one. Any other factory type things? You all
Most of these being showing you pictures of our American.
The thread mill, okay.
Right? We also have.
What about transportation? What trains? Trains, okay.
1908.
Got that fast. Trains. Why were trains important?
It might have been.
To go places. So, and then the telegraph and the telephone about, and the light bulb. Having a light bulb makes a lot of things happen. This screen would be black if there was no light bulbs. Phones, you wouldn't be able to see the screen because there'd be no light bulbs. So those are different types of inventions that came about.
And so the transatlantic cable made it
Now,
possible to communicate.
with your card,
And that
I want you to answer 3 questions I have here.
So there's a picture of Samuel Morse
Oh.
and his telegraph.
How was your technology affected by the Industrial
We
Revolution?
communicate by Morse code. It's a steady series of
What
dots and dashes,
inventions
and
led
then figure out the words.
to the development of
If you
yours?
pause.
So that's the first question I want you to answer. Second question is how's your technology revolutionary? Okay,
Okay.
the metal that's used in that.
Who invented the long box?
Did different inventions with metal work come about in the Industrial Revolution?
Most of the time it was
Okay.
just that he invented the light bulb, but he actually invented the front.
The glove itself, is that just made by hand or by a
for a
factory?
long time in like workplaces.
There's a lot of different things you can come up with.
1879. He just improved it.
After you're done answering these 3 questions, I want you to draw on the back of your note card your invention. And if you need help with the questions, just ask. Revolutionary means change.
You know what? I don't know. I'm not the
How does your technology change the world?
picture of Thomas Edison and
And then what still needs to be made? Alejandro, did you answer your questions
you guys
first?
the note card. You guys remember the game you did with your Michael when you were Mr.
Let's answer those questions
did
first.
the game with the
These 3 questions.
constitutions?
Now I want you to listen up. Ali,
What year did Henry Ford
come up.
invent his Model T?
Good. Okay, so I wrote down the
Write the
calculator.
letter. We got a couple seconds. We got like 2
How's it affected by the Industrial Revolution? Trotsky, like this. Electricity was harnessed. We were able to figure out how
Did you write down?
alternating currents and direct currents, how to harness the power of
Let's see,
electricity.
it's 1908. Somewhere between 1907
And then the rise of the factories. Calculators are made in factories.
The next question. What did Alexander
Mass produced.
Graham Bell invent? What did
I don't even know.
Alexander Graham Bell
Complex.
still used today?
And then the light bulb was invented. It's used to light up the screen of what numbers show up. And
Alexander Graham Bell.
how's the revolution?
3, 2, 1.
It's an artificial human brain.
He actually invented this telephone.
And this human brain can calculate math faster than any smart man, any smart woman, any person can calculate it so much faster, calculate it so much more accurate. And then, what's the question here? Oh yeah, what needs to be invented? I said showers that reuse water by recycling them, solar-powered cars, hover cars, because I just think that's really cool, automated taxi cabs, so that you don't even have to have a person. They're working on them, but they're not there yet. And then I think Baymax and Big Hero 6 needs to be invented too, because I want a personal healthcare system. It would use the filtration system. It would filter out all the bad stuff so that the water is good again. That's what we do anyways, just like sewers. The nasty water goes, we filter the water out, and we reuse it. The water that's on the earth has always been there.
3, 2,
It's always reused, always recycled.
write anything down?
Think about that, you know?
But they filter it
The water is here like
Last question.
thousands of years ago, it's still here, and we're still using the same
What
water.
year did Robert Fulton?
It's like natural recycling.